All right, today we're in the Redwoods in Sunnybray in Arcata, California. I'm Matthew from Matthew's Lawn Care. We're doing some property maintenance and lawn care maintenance. So if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and like, and you'll be tuned into more videos that we're going to do of us beautifying Humboldt County area. So today, again, we're in the Redwoods in Sunnybray. It's a beautiful place, and we're doing some property maintenance, which includes making their trail accessible again. Just about an hour ago, the ferns were encroaching here. You had other bushes and trees and blackberry bushes all encroaching on the walkway. So something simple is take a hedger to the sides of the trail, weed whack the edges, and all of a sudden you can walk again. You can see how it opens up into this backyard area. So one of the few things we're doing in this backyard is clearing out this area. There's actually grass in here that used to be a lawn at once upon a time. The swing set, kids used to be roaming and playing. So we're restoring this back area and getting it ready for the house to be on the market. So we're often hired to either beautify a house because the homeowner wants to, or there's a new lease coming, or they're trying to sell the house and they want it pretty for pictures and the house to put on market. So there's many different reasons why you might hire a landscaper to do some property maintenance. Whatever your reason is, you get beauty out of it. So let's go check out what they're up to. Watch your step, that's a little trippy. Oh, you found a giraffe? That's sick.
Yeah, dude.
Look at that giraffe. It found you. There you go, now it has hair. Okay, so we weed whack, we hedge, we tarp, and we pull it to the trailer. This was a lot more greenery just about a couple hours ago. Looks like we have a tree to cut. I'm gonna cut this down, and then once we leaf blow and rake a little bit, this will be usable for many different activities or just an open space. Up here, we also cleared, getting into the side backyard or the side yard. So this shed over here is gonna get a little loving. Also in this property maintenance service was to do the roof here, get all the leaves and bristles off, and then clean the roof, make it look nice again. We're also doing the roof on the main house, on this house, and on the house that's just in the woods a little bit over there. So entirety, this project includes property maintenance, yard maintenance, cleaning the roofs of the shed and the house. We're also going to be power washing the house. I believe they're getting painted. So the reason why you might want to power wash the house is to make it look pretty, to make it look bright and shiny again, or to prep it for painting. And when you power wash the house, you want to be very careful of what siding you're power washing over. We have done this countless times, and we have seen other folks and learned from experience that if you are power washing certain angles, certain nozzles, certain siding will allow the power water to get through the paint on the backside and create bubbles. So you'll see my guy over there, how he's power washing. He knows how to do this, he's a professional. When you're power washing, you want to be careful because you can easily ruin an entire paint job from power washing improperly. So yeah, that's a little tip for power washing. Be careful, and let's go. Now over here, this house was right behind the house that we were just talking about. This house is getting power washed, and he is doing a really good job of pressure washing properly and not getting water behind the paint job. So we'll go check out what he's up to. There's also somebody on the roof scrubbing the moss off the roof. The best way to do that, well, there's multiple good ways, but in this case, is to get a metal bristle brush and to, on your knees, bent over, scrub the moss off. It's really the best way. Sometimes you can get a broom brush with hard bristles to do it, but this moss has been sitting here long enough to where we gotta be down with a hard brush. So we'll check out power washing on this house. The roof is getting cleaned, and then a little bit of landscaping, some of the bushes around the perimeter of the house, getting this house ready for the market. and it's about to be shiny, and then it's gonna get a paint job next week. So the homeowner is doing everything she can to make the house look great for the new people. Okay, we got power washing going on behind us. So he's being really careful with the nozzle he uses, how far away he's spraying it, the angles he's spraying the siding, because you've got to be really careful with power washing a house. It can easily go south. You can easily ruin the paint job rather than help the paint job. We're doing this to get the house ready for painting next week. We also got somebody on the roof scraping the moss off to make the roof look shiny again. We'll put a product down after the moss is gone that allows the shingles to be treated and less likely for moss to come back soon. So these two things are property maintenance items. We do a lot of lawn and garden maintenance, but also property maintenance. And we're landscape contractors, so we find ourselves doing all sorts of things that are not just aligned with your typical lawn care. So these things will be increasing the value of the property by a lot, especially after the paint, especially after the roof is scraped and treated, shiny shingles again. You wouldn't even know there's moss that was on there once we're done with it. So it's gonna look much better. And if you're gonna do this yourself, DIY style, just making sure you're getting the right brush to scrape the moss off. If the moss has been on there long enough, you need a brush that has the metal bristles on it. If the moss is growing and it's the first year there's some moss, or the second year might be able to get away with a broom with the harder bristles on it that aren't necessarily metal bristles. But if you have the right tools and you got the right things going on for you, then make the house a lot more prettier. Check out this side yard right here. We're almost done finishing raking. We weed whacked, we hedged, we bladed all around these ferns, and then we raked it onto piles like this. We're getting them in the trailer. We're almost done. Already took about 1,000 pounds of green waste to the green waste dump. They're finishing up the corner of the roof, the final corner, scraping it. So let's go check out the roof, and then we'll go check out the other progress on the stuff we did today. Just a few hours ago, this was covered with moss. We scraped it, we brushed it, we gently broomed it, and now you can kind of see where there used to be moss, and it grew for years and years until you brush it off. It's gonna keep growing in the little cracks of the shingles, but you just brush it off and you can treat your roof with this moss preventative spray. It's biodegradable, it's eco-friendly, but it holds onto the roof shingles and doesn't allow moss to grow too soon. So now that we've scraped it all off, we'll spray it, we'll treat it, and then that'll conclude it. Let's go to the next spot. Check out this section now, much more open. We hedged, we weed whacked, we raked all this out. This was a lot of material back here. It's now much more open. You can see that this swing can now be set back up. Isn't that kind of fun? And then now you can actually see the stairs. You can see the giraffe. You can see that there's the opening, the walkway into the woods over there. Even a kid's table, how cool. And then a little trail down there. This was all overgrown and full of bushes earlier, so I think they're really happy to have the space back. So on this property, there were 2 total houses. We're power washing them, we're cleaning the roofs, we're weed whacking, we're hedging, we're opening up spaces. Eventually, maybe get some wood chips or mulch in. We're creating a perimeter around the house. So most of the houses will be looking really nice. If there's new tenants or a new owner of the house, whatever it is, they're gonna be stoked and happy. So we're about to finish up back there. We're finishing up on the roof. We got a big crew here today. So I'm Matthew from Matthew's Lawn Care. We're landscape contractors. We do big jobs. We have a big crew, so we're in the Humboldt County area. And if you're tuning in, you're not in Humboldt County, then hopefully some of the things that we're showing you are things that you could utilize either DIY-wise or for your business. So thanks for watching. Follow us, like, subscribe, check out our website. I told you to fill him up while it's going, while he's running, so he doesn't have to stop. I didn't tell you to ask him.
timing. I started filming because I wanted to get a shot of him doing the thing. And
yeah, you can get another Matt crashes out video out of that.